Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Happy 2025. It's the new year. And I'm back from holidays. So my job now is to use up food that I had in the fridge and the freezer left over from my pre-Christmas dinner. That I had. So when we went away, I just chopped, packed, and threw everything in the freezer or in the crisper for when we returned. And today I've got some leftover roast pork which I'm heating up in the air fryer. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some honey glazed carrots. I've got carrots that I'd like to use up now because they're a few weeks old, and I know they last a fair while in the crisper, but they're starting to get little hair-like roots growing on them. So we're going to do this, and I'm going to do the honey glazed carrots. Now, a few months ago I did the hot honey. I started off by leaving all the seeds in there, but I've drained it. I've strained all the seeds out. There's still some, but the seeds were a nuisance. I mean, they always floated on the top, and you had to dig down through the seeds to get the honey. So, as such, I haven't been using it as much as I planned on. So I had to remember to turn the bottle upside down, like the day before, so all the seeds would be. All the seeds would be here, so when I wanted to use it, I could go like that. But anyway, a whole other story. So this recipe is honey glazed carrots, and it's on Cookie Do. Now, I did save it to my week, and I'll go through this again. Because I like to say it all the time, because I know not everyone watches every video, and one of my videos is going to be someone's first. So I want you every single video to give you some points, even if I'm repeating them. So up in the top, and I've got a TM6. So up in the top, what's this, left-hand corner, are these three little lines, and they give you a menu, my week. And in my week, I've got honey glazed carrots. Now, I'm going to reduce the recipe because this actually wants us to use 900 grams of carrots, and there's not that many of us. So I've got 3 carrots here that I've chopped, and they're not baby carrots, they're real like regular sized carrots that I've chopped into pieces, like about, some are in quarters and some were just in halves, depending on how big they were. So let's weigh it. So that is 180 grams. So what's that, about a fifth? So it says 60 grams of unsalted butter, and I'm going to reduce the time as well. So I reckon about 10 to 15 grams of unsalted butter. Oops, that's 20 grams. That's okay, we love butter. And a bit more will be delicious. We're going to put the lid on. I'll have to find my simmering basket. And 15 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 1 with the blade in reverse. Now I'm going to reduce that to, I reckon we might go back to 10, because it's not going to have the volume. Rightio? I'll be back. Now I am going to check these because I reduced the cooking time, and I obviously forgot to put the lid on. Now they're still quite crunchy, so I might give them another, whatever it was 15, and I only gave them 10. 15, yeah, so I'll give them another 5. I just didn't want to go the full amount and then find out that it mattered. Next, I love how when they start to cook, how much that brighter the colour gets in vegetables. Rightio. So now we're going to add 80 grams of honey. So what's that? So that's about 20 grams because we've reduced the recipe by quite a bit. So we're a bit under 20 grams. We don't want to put too much honey in there. Rightio. Now it says to put a sprig of fresh lemon thyme. I haven't got any, so I'm not going to. Now we're going to pop the lid back on. I still haven't found my simmering basket. 5 minutes, 100 degrees, reverse speed 1. That honey's warm. So I'll leave that to go and I'll get a container to put it in. So next, it says to add half a teaspoon of sea salt. It says fine sea salt, but I'm just going to use regular. And that was like less than half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. Right. And then serve warm. Oops. So what I'm going to do is I bought these years ago when I very first got my first Thermomix. It was a TM31 and I got these cute little it's a set of 2 little thermo servers as a host reward for one of the demos I had, because I had quite a few demos while I collected up all the host rewards that I wanted. When they've got like a list of host rewards, and if you have a demo, if you host a demo with 2 guests, and they have to be from different households, you are then eligible for a host reward. If someone purchases a Thermomix, then you get the host reward for free. But if you have, and you only need 1 guest, and that's the purchasing guest. But if you have 2 people, no one purchases, then you're eligible for a host reward. And they're really, the stuff you get's really cheap. So I'm going to show you my carrots. Really nice, perfectly cooked, so that's good to know. If I reduce the recipe, I don't have to reduce the cooking time. Rightio. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up, pop over to my channel and subscribe, and I really hope I'll see you next time.